Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory go to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, that rule well, and that taught us His truth, among many other things. And salutations to the sincere Achim out there that are doing the work, man, that are believing in Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and, waking up the hopeful elect within the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. To the few sincere Achim out there, the sisters, Shalom. Yeah, man. So you already know we're the Hebrew Israelites. We are the descendants of Jacob. His name was changed to Israel, and he is our forefather and the forefather of our enemies that we are, suffering under right now is the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, because Esau is the wicked twin brother of our forefather Jacob, and through Esau came the Edomites. If you can check the scriptures here on, um, on the screen, and you see that, the different tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes, through your father's house, of course, because the man plants the seed and he is the one that declares the pedigree, the race, according to Numbers 1 and 18. It's all about the seed. The man, he can prolong his bloodline, by the mercy of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, of course, because if there's life in the womb, it's because of the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and He gives you the blessing to place your seed into the womb as a man, because the seed is already alive. A lot of people be like, no, it's the woman, and no, man, the woman nurtures the seed. That's it, man. You might have the characteristics of your mother, but your bloodline is that of your father. A woman receives a bloodline, and not, So, but to go to some things, because you see a lot of things popping off, man, and the funny thing is that Joe Biden, that guy is done, man. Fell off his bike and all that. Let me go into that.
Run the country? Oh, it's like any other job.
It's like any other job, right? Basically, this is what you saw. This is just a matter of time before Babylon is gonna be fully taken down, man, because the scriptures speak about it. So, and another one, where was that other thing? It's just in the hourglass. But yeah, you get the point. This thing is about the end, man. The Lord's about to return, and hey, this is another one that is right on point, man. This is just a few moments away, man, because the nuclear missiles will be shot. Yeah, Satan too. There's different missiles being created, all by the hand and the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Of course, true, by the hand, meaning is the creation, and by the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So let me go into this. Let me go to Job 15. Let me go to Job 12 and jump down. So this is Job. Of course, we have to go to this is Job 12. verse. Let me start at 12. With the ancient, with the ancient is wisdom, and in length of days understanding. With him is wisdom and strength. He had counsel and understanding. Behold, he break it down, and it cannot be built again. He shut it up man, and there can be no opening. This is the power that the Most High has. You know, he can set people up. He can break you down, and you know he can break societies down, and they can build not up again, just like in Malachi 1:4. You know, behold, he withholdeth the waters, and they dry up. Also, he sendeth them out, and they overturn the earth. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. So the Most High, if you are being deceived, you know it's all by His will. You know, so that the one that is doing the deceiving and the deceiver, the Most High, He allows that because His elect won't be deceived. He leadeth he leadeth counselors away spoiled and maketh the judges fools, and that's what you see with Joe Biden, you know, and his people. It's this as the judges, so are his people. It's in Sirach 10, and also of course again, if you have people in the truth talking all types of nonsense, the most I gave them up, you know, to their own vile affections and lusts and all types of wicked types of things that they're thinking by these demons that leap upon them because they don't have the hedge of the Heavenly Father around them. He loosed the bond of kings, and girded their loins with a girdle. He leadeth princes away spoiled, and overthroweth the mighty. He removeth away the speech of the trusty, and taketh away the understanding of the age. As you see the stumbling of Joe Biden, you know, also with his words, there's many videos that you can, you know, pull out there. And you know, one video, he thinks he's in some place, and you know, he gets everything messed up, man. He poured contempt upon princes and weakened the strength of the mighty. You know, so basically, with this thing that you have seen, you see that. Let me see and go to Second Ezra's. There's another thing. There's many things going on, man, with the famine, cattle dying. You know, there's videos online that Esau been showing it in movies as well. But let me go to this, and this man is surrounding himself with idiotic people, especially that Jake female, man. Man, that's horrible. Talking about inflation and all types of gibberish that she's talking about, man. Come on, man. Sirach 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. But you see that, you know, this government is full of sodomites and nonsense, man. People who think they are smart, but they're really nothing, man. When a man thinks he's something, he's really nothing. And this guy is proud as well. While he's losing his marbles, man. This guy is totally losing it, man. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. America is a bunch of idiots, man. You know, them Edomites, you know, the people that really think that this world is going to continue. They are delusional, man. And this guy, Joe Biden, he has that you know, he's a typical Edomite, man. And the funny thing is, he's breaking down in front of the whole world, you know. An unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the shitty, the city shall be inhabited. So you see already that, you know, it's a shitty situation. That's what it is, you know. This an unwise king causes a lot of BS, man. You know, it's through their pride, through their wrong decisions, you know. But Let me go to the next, because I wanted to go to Second Ezra's. Let me go to Salakia. Second Ezra's chapter 6, and let me go to verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abram unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand, are the questions Ezra asked thou not. So let me go to this. You see the hand of Jacob when you go to Genesis 25:25. You see that the hand of Jacob was holding the heel of Esau, which is symbolic for us taking away Esau, his stability, his platform, his the all the things that you're seeing around you that will be pulled down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because Yahushai is coming back and is gonna give his elect spiritual power. You know, we're gonna rule over our enemies. We're gonna take this thing down, man. So when the Lord returns, it's gonna be a wrap for them, and also for the 2/3 of our people that are in Babylon and the wicked of our people around the world and all the heathen nations, man. But all Israel shall be saved. So the 2/3 are gonna come back through the elect, you know. But it's better to be of the elect, you know, of the ones that listen, that have integrity, that listen to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that stick to the truth and not to wickedness. And it's better to die with integrity than to sell out, man, and to bow unto a demon that really hates you anyway. What good is that, man? You can take a look at Eleazar in the book of Maccabees, of how to keep your integrity. There's many scriptures concerning that, man. Also, of course, first and foremost, the Lord Yahweh Shai, and you have Job, and there's many, the book of Daniel where you can go to. So there's many examples, man, of Daniel in the lion's den. It's in the oven. So you see that there's many examples in the scriptures of men of integrity, and at the end, this devil wants to cast you into prison anyway. So if you are Jake, even though you choose for this world, you you're choosing death, man. Sooner or later, you're gonna get it, or it's in from the devil, which is still judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, or straight you're gonna be missile food or food for these wild beasts, specially created to do the will of the Lord by taking vengeance upon the wicked, man. But here you see, this is symbolic for us pulling this thing down, man. The world of the devil. And Babylon will fall, man, because if you go to different scriptures, because now they're full of pride because no one really been touching them like that. There's many scriptures we can go to, but let me just keep it short. Isaiah, you need to get this thing right. Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne. You're going to be sitting in the dust, man. On the ground, not on the beautiful throne in the seat of rulership, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. It's not going to be America, and them idiots screaming, and America being at the top, the whore that rided the scarlet-colored beast, on top of the EU, top of NATO and the EU. It's not going to be like that because they're already making plans to get rid of this damn these devils in America, man, because they hate them, man. Their pride and they always want to be bossing others around. You see now Russia, they're also devils, but they're gonna fight against America. The Most High is gonna make sure. If you read Ezekiel 38 and Ezekiel 39, in the book of Joel, the Most High is gonna control these Russians, man, and it's gonna be their fellow Edomites, their allies that are gonna point their missiles around, against America, man. Jeremiah 50 and Jeremiah 51, you can read about that there. That is going to be a wrap real soon. So we need to get our shit together and be right in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Us meaning the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites. So take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. So every work that was hidden, that they have done in secret, will come out to the open. Yeah, the wicked acts against our people. That the land of America is built upon bloodshed, man, of the so-called Native Americans and of the so-called Negroes, man, being in slavery, and they hanged our people, man, the northern and the southern tribes, man. So a lot of people say, yeah, the Mexicans, nah, man, yeah, they hung them too, treated them like shit while they were putting up a lot of these buildings, a lot of hard labor. They've been doing that, man, and but they take no account of our labor, right? So neither when we are out there in the highways and edges, neither when we are doing our physical labor. So, but that's all going to be, set straight, man, when the Most High will unleash His judgment upon America and upon the others that have, you know, mistreated. That's an understatement. The apple of His eye. So, which are the elect of Israel, man. And if you touch Jake, they gonna pay for it anyway. So thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. And that's why they try to hide all types of parts of history, or by changing it and lying about it. But yet you have Columbus Day, which celebrates the mass murder of our people. And if you take a look at like in Europe, also you had Leopold II, which murdered over 15 million Congolese, so-called Africans. Well, we all know who they target, us, because we fled in the Mount 70 AD, and that is speaking about Africa. Our people are everywhere, but majority in the West Coast, we just see that, the main target of Esau is who? Is Jacob. He made that vow in Genesis 29, verse 40 or 41, to slay his Esau would slay his brother Jacob, and Jacob is our forefather, the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. So it's just the so-called Caucasians against the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So I will take vengeance. I will not meet thee as a man. Yahweh Shai will come back super powered, man. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel, Yahweh, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. Because these people be witches, man. And if you see where America is built upon, is built upon bloodshed, upon witchcraft. You see Baphomet. You see all these groves. The Bohemian Grove is one of them. You see all these pentagrams when you take a look at the not only the architecture but also the infrastructure. If you take a look at how the lanes of the cities um, are formed, you see all types of occult symbolism from out of the skies. If you check the maps, and they do it all across the world, man. So for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms, because this is going to be touched, America. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. This is for a punishment, Baruch 4 and 6. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Because these people, they don't have no mercy for Jake, man. And of course, a lot of it, like until this day, is judgment. But still, they're going to pay for everything that they have done. You live by the sword, you die by it, man. And the blessing of Esau is his sword, and that's also his curse. And thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly. Because in America, you can live the American dream, and they are at the top of the world. Even the people that come there can get a little bit of the piece of the pie. But for America itself, given to pleasures, this uh, piece of land is at the top right now. No one really mess with America like that, man, as they mess with the other people. Continually are they gathered together for war. They conduct themselves in a very proud manner, and they tell other people what to do. Keep it not at home. The book of Habakkuk 2, verse 4 and 5 explain that they go to other people's countries and tell them what to do. And he says, deaf, he can never be satisfied. You know, these people, their tongue walketh to the earth. They spread their philosophies, making the nations drunken with their wine, with their philosophies. And these other nations are mad. They just totally out of it now, man, because of the nonsense, feminism, sodomy, all types. All you can worship whatever the hell you want. You can do whatever you want. Children can change, that's part of that sodomy agenda. Can change kind of get hormonal treatment, but yet you're not old enough to get a beer. When you're 16 and some parts 21, that you can enter into certain places, but you can, say that you want to be another sex when you're a child. You see the hypocrisy of these people, man. That shows you that they are worshiping Baphomet, because that is part female, part male. Having the titties of a female and male parts, and even animal, a goat head. And that's also a thing that they are promoting, bestiality. Because they do all types of rituals, orgies, which they go into sex magic, because you're supposed to be with one woman at a time. You can have multiple, but one at a time, you know, or else you open up that spirit of sodomy. If you let two females be together, that's not good, man. Two shall become one flesh, you know. You have one rod, and there's one vagina for you to enter, and you become one flesh. You merge, man. This goes into a spiritual connection also. So this is something that these devils perverted by making females promiscuous, by promoting that promiscuous lifestyle, going from dig to dig, and that creates a spirit of not wanting or not being able to connect to bond with one husband. Same thing goes on for ages now, man. But that sayest in thine heart to continue, I am and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Think, yeah, it's American, man. We got the army going, and what can others, what can they do? We America. That's going to go out the door real quick. Thus said the Bible. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day: the loss of children and widowhood. they shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments, because they are witches and warlocks. These Freemasons, these Masons, they are all worshiping Satan. They are busy with all types of, uh, witchcraft to keep the people in a certain mindset, docile, easy to be controlled. Medication, all the opioids that they are putting out there for the people to consume, putting the spirits on people, because pharmakia, pharmacy, goes into witchcraft, and which goes into, preparer of potions, casting spells, charming, charm, all types of divination, all types of witchcraft that they put out there, because people are hearing voices. That those are demons upon you. You know, Jake came and had a testimony concerning that, and Esau was like, "Nah, don't take herbs when you go," because he wanted to go to Ghana, and he went to Ghana, and he was like, "Hell no, I'm gonna take the herbs there." And he took the herbs and cut the medication, and the voices in his head went away. That shows you that Esau is casting spells on you through his pharmakia, through his medications, falsely so called, because the true medicine is out of the earth and without chemicals in it. So if you are quick, pray, and if come and into if you find out that you are sick early in the early stages, then Yahweh Design the Most High can get rid of that, man. If he wants to. That's what I'm saying. So you can get rid of that through the Most High. The Most High can do, uh, of course, he can heal you, but in it's all according to the mercy of the Heavenly Father, you know. And if you have wisdom, the Most High, he will open up that understanding to have you find out, like, hey, you need to watch out with this or that, and take these herbs. And you come across brethren, different videos, so you can be healed quickly. You know, the fervent prayer, man, it's very important, man. Prayer of faith, heal the sick. Have people pray over you, anoint you, pray over you, like James the fifth chapter. But let me continue. Uh, Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Because they, thou art wiser than Daniel, right? They have a lot of information out there that they also hid from us, so that they can have the basically one up, and be one step ahead. But that's taken away, even because the Most High, he woke up his people, man, in the land of their captivities, and that we remember the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and our heritage, that we are Yashala, and the knowledge of the herbs, the knowledge of many things that help us to come back to who we need to be. You know, therefore, evil shall come upon thee for all that pride, like, no one's gonna touch me. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with thy multitude of thy sorceries. So stand now with your, with your enchantments, calling upon all types of things to help you out. And with the multitude of thy sorceries, your witchcraft, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, because from the start of the form of the USA, the United States of America, they were busy with all types of wickedness, bloodshed, witchcraft, and all that. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Well, we would have healed Babylon, but it can't be healed, man. Like in Jeremiah, what was it, 50 or 51? Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. There's so many, uh, so many wicked counsels going on, you know. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up. And all them people that watch the stars and the certain things, signs, and let them. It says let and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. They can do nothing. They won't see this coming, man. You know, they won't be able to save you from this, man. You know, or if they see something, they will know, hey, it ain't shit that we can do. Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee. So all the business people that they've been with, they will be like, hey, it's a wrap, man, for this place, man. You're gonna go back. They're gonna mourn like, hey, man, this great city, man, it has come to naught in an hour, you know. Thou art wearied in thy counsels, and weary goes into um, to be weary. It goes into being tired of something, you know. Here it says it also to be tired of something, weary oneself, you know, in their counsels. Let me go to that word as well. In the multitude of their counsels, because they have all their get-togethers, but it will not be of any benefit when the Lord pulls up and judges this wicked place, man. But let me wrap it up with this is many things that you can for all the filth that they have been doing. Let me go also to this, man. Isaiah 13, verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Let me jump down. Let me start. Let me continue. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. These devils are going to be brought low. The pomp will be brought low. All their pompous behavior, their pride, they will be, uh, uh, humbled, man. And all the wisdom, the Most High is going to take everything away, man. Even the things that they do in the, what they do through the left hand side, all of the things, it won't help him anymore, man. Let me jump down to the point 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So, because they will all go back to their own places, man. You know, let me jump to Revelation 8 because it goes into the same thing as Revelation 18 with the doleful creatures, grievous, making grievous, grievous sounds, man. Lamentful. It will be a sign of lamentation. All these doleful creatures. Let me jump all the way to the point. Revelation. Yeah, you can read the whole thing, man. Yeah, I haven't started 1, by the way, because I wanted verse 2. Revelation 18 and 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all the nations have drunken of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Yeah, man, all these people be doing that BS, man. Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed as to be an example for the ones who afterwards will live ungodly. What does America do? Oh, we gonna just take that example and make it worse. Of course, they're gonna be destroyed, man, and for the things that they have done unto the Lord's people, man. the transatlantic slave trade, uh, what they did to the so-called Native Americans, man, to the northern tribes. They mass murdered our people. They have a lot to pay for, man. The land cannot be shed of the blood, but by by shedding the blood of the bloodshedder. To roughly paraphrase the Numbers 35 and 33. The blood of the bloodshedder needs to be shed for the land to be cleansed. You know, and they have a lot of bloodshed, man. Their land is woe unto him who built this town or city upon bloodshed, man. So they have a lot to pay for, man. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxing rich through the abundance of her delicacies. All the people that pull up there, they don't even speak the language. They make money. Oh yeah, of course, my friend. Oh, a few basic things they speak, and they have stores and all that. But it's all part of they have it right now, but in the world to come, we are gonna be on top, man. So, and I heard another voice of heaven. It's like, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive none of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh had remembered her iniquities." And the Most High is gonna, you know, he's gonna beam us up out of this hellhole, man. But your mind also, you need to let go of this bullshit, man. You know, well, the land of America, that land mass is gonna be bombed by nuclear missiles, and thus said the Bible, man. So let me see. So let me go on. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she filled to her double. So she's gonna get double, and double unto her double according to her works. They're gonna get paid back. How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. So, you know, it's a lot that they're gonna receive on her plate, man. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow, like in Isaiah 47. Therefore shall her place come in one day, death and mourning. It's a lot of crying, man. People mourning their family members, their children, wives, husbands, cousins, and all of them, friends, and famine. You already see the glimpses of that, man. And she shall be utterly burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. So it's going to be a great judgment of Babylon, man. Let me read a bit more. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, and standing, so like standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. They were like, damn. And the merchant of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all Thine wood. Yeah, what was it? Thine. Yeah, Thine wood. What a word. And all manner vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and of brass and iron and marble, and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men, because that's what they've been selling. They could look what they did unto us, slaves and souls of men. That's what's up for sale in this place, man. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. All the beautiful, the delicious things, all the things that your soul wants. This is America. We can do everything, man. I love it there, man. All will be gone. The merchant of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen, and purple and scarlet, and decked with gold, and precious stones and pearls. You know, it's going to be a wrap for them, man. The harlot will come down. For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, everything will be destroyed. And every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, all them business people that, you know, come in and out of America and did business, stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this city? It's like, what city is like unto this great city? You know, it's the American dream. Who is like this? What is like this place? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, the great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour she is made desolate. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye apostles and prophets. We gonna be happy. They gonna be crying, man. These merchants and all them people that love America. But we gonna be rejoicing, man. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, because it's a very joyous thing for a man to see the fall of his enemy, let alone the place we're in. Our people were sold, castrated, raped, all types of filthy things were done unto them, man. Sodomized and did all types of inhumane things to our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, totally unrighteous judgment. But now we're gonna rejoice when we see the fall of Babylon. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh had avenged you honor. The Most High is gonna avenge, his people, and he's gonna take vengeance for us, and he's gonna, even if you go to the book of Ezekiel, he's gonna use his people to get their hands on the enemies, and that's another beautiful part. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall the great city, so thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, with violence, and shall be found no more at all. And the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers, all the music and all the bullshit, what they're doing right now, daughters of music are brought low. You see it already in the music, but it's going to be all no more Beyonce, Jay-Z, all them rappers and trumpeters or whatever they were doing, movies, all that, entertainment, all these witches and warlocks and entertainment and all them people that are, doing things like that. It's going to be gone, man. Shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be. It doesn't matter whatever, craft you are in, it won't be seen anymore. Shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. It's going to be, everything will stop. No more money making, working and grinding on whatever. Grinding, is synonymous for working. And in this case, you're going to be grinded by the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For all thy merchants were great men of the earth. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Yeah, man. Through the pharmakia, through the media, which goes to the gods of illusions. Witchcraft is being put on the people around the world. All them philosophies, and in her was the blood, and in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints, the Israelites, and of all that were slain upon the earth. So you have a lot to pay for, man. So I want to give all praises, honor unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, for giving me the spirit to do this video. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And salutations to the sincere Achim out there, to the few Aquad out there, Shalom.